My name is Jayan Jose Thomas. I'm a professor of economics at the Humanities and Social Sciences Department, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. I joined IIT Delhi in 2010, so it's been a 15-year-long association with the institute. My research and teaching over the years has been on issues related to labor and industrialization from a macroeconomic perspective. Indian economy, issues in international development, and macroeconomic theory have been among my core research and teaching interests over the years. I've taught over 2,000 undergraduate and graduate students at IIT Delhi, mainly for graduate students, PhD candidates in economics and other social sciences. Over the years, I've collaborated with a number of PhD scholars. 6 PhD candidates have received their degrees, and another 6 PhD candidates who work with me are in their final stages of PhD completion. My colleagues and I have been trying to address 3 major questions through our research. First, we try to study employment growth and labor market structures in India, trying to understand this in a larger global context. The importance of this is India today accounts for a fifth or 20% of the worldwide population of the young. Not just that, there's an increasing proportion of young women and men in India joining colleges and high schools. So we now have around 120 million young people, that is people in the age group of 15 to 29 years. However, our research, which is partly based on analysis of secondary data from the periodic labor force surveys and other official employment surveys, indicate some of the challenges facing the country. We find that jobs are not being created at a rate fast enough to absorb the young people who are entering the labor market. We also find that those who are not able to find regular jobs, many of them are underemployed in agriculture. Agriculture accounts for more than 40% of India's workforce, although the share of this sector in India's overall income or GDP is much smaller, around 18%. We have a very large number of workers in the informal sector. My colleagues and I have done studies of migrant workers who travel long distances to work in industries, construction and other sectors, but mainly you work for long hours with relatively low wages. We try to understand the problems faced by migrant workers, and we conducted a survey of around 500 migrant workers, and this survey was conducted in 4 towns across the country: Ludhiana, Faridabad, Coimbatore, Kozhikode and Kochi. We have also been trying to understand social, industrial and macroeconomic policies that are needed for India's future growth. We are particularly interested in policies on health and education. We believe that such policies, public expenditures on health and education, constitute an investment for the future, because such expenditures can boost both the supply and the demand sides in a knowledge-driven economy. More new jobs as teachers and doctors, especially for women, and a greater supply of younger professionals and skilled workers.